Hey everybody, it's David. Welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you a tag video that I collaborated with Red Rum Records, H&S Collectibles, and Value Vinyl. This is the movie soundtrack tag part 2.
And here we go.
All right, have it your own way.
Mask!
Can you introduce me as Joker?
Dance off, bro!
Showtime. You're dead. Showtime.
Alright, so we came up with 10 different questions around movie soundtracks and scores. The first question is, what is the oldest, year-wise, soundtrack or score that you have in your collection? For me, that is The Graduate, featuring music by Simon and Garfunkel. This came out in '68. I'm not sure which pressing I have, but according to Discogs, this is my oldest soundtrack. I'm not counting the Beatles, Help, Hard Day's Night, or any of that. All right, second question. Got my notes. What is a soundtrack or score that needs to be repressed or issued for the first time on vinyl? I'm going to go with the soundtrack from Great Expectations, the 1997 movie starring Ethan Hawke and Gwyneth Paltrow. There are lots of great songs on that album that I had on CD. You get music from Tori Amos, Chris Cornell, Scott Weiland, Mono, Pulp, a lot of my favorite bands from the 90s. I really like the song from Scott Weiland, Lady Your Roof, It Brings Me Down. There's a song from Mono called Life in Mono that I really like. As far as I know, it's never been pressed on vinyl. It's only had a CD release back in '97, so I think it's well overdue. So the soundtrack to Great Expectations is my want for a first run pressing. Question number 3, what is the most valuable soundtrack or score in your collection? Either monetarily wise or sentimental value. I'm going to go with this soundtrack for my sentimental. This was given to me by Cindy as a gift. I had no idea I was getting this. She's just asked for my address on Instagram one day. I gave it to her and this arrived like a week later. This is one that I had been after for a very long time, and when I opened up the box and saw this, I was just blown away by Cindy's generosity. This is, aside from Halloween, this is my second favorite score from Carpenter. So The Fog is my most valuable soundtrack as far as a sentimental. I can't say it. This holds the most sentimental value to me. Now, as far as monetarily, I was surprised to see that the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is the most valuable in my collection. It was worth $125, I want to say, at the max. The median was like $60. I would have bet money that my Halloween soundtracks would have held some more value, but they were number 2. The Halloween soundtrack with the white cover of Michael Myers' mask for 2018 It was worth like $120 max and had a median value of $30. So Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 2, my most valuable monetarily. All right, the next question is, what is your favorite bargain bin album? And this is one that you can pretty much find anywhere. I'm gonna go with Footloose. This is easy to come across. This is just one of those soundtracks that I really enjoyed from my youth. Of course, you've got Kenny Loggins' Footloose, Almost Paradise by Mike Reno. You've got Heaven Helps the Man, I'm Free, another great song from this soundtrack. Just every track on this is a solid track in my mind, and this is, again, one that's easily found in a bargain bin. All right, next question was, what is your favorite colored variant in your soundtrack and score collection? This is mine. I'm gonna go with Trick or Treat. This was a Waxworks release, and this one is cool because it came on what they called a candy corn variant. It looks to me more like pumpkin seeds, but it's a pretty cool splatter effect. So, Trick or Treat. Question 6 is, what is your favorite artwork featured on an album? I thought I had all these pulled, but I'm going to go back to The Fog. This is the latest reissue of the album from Waxworks, and this is the one that came out last year. I just love the artwork on the cover of this. Inside of the jacket is also very awesome. And then you got Captain Blake on the back. Just a great album cover. So The Fog is my favorite artwork. Right, question 7. What is the most underrated score composer in your opinion? I'm gonna go with Steve Jablonsky. He's done a lot of the scores for some of my favorite remakes. He did the score for, I think, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street, not a favorite, but he did the score. He did do the score for the Friday the 13th remake, which is a favorite of mine. He's also been involved with like the Transformers. I think he was involved with the soundtrack score for the movie with The Rock called Skyscraper. So he's been around a while. He's done some great scores. So Steve Jablonsky. Question number 8 is, what is your favorite song from a soundtrack? Your jam. I'm gonna go with Hush by Kula Shaker. It is the first track on the soundtrack to I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just really like their cover of Deep Purple's Hush. Which leads me to the next question, number 9. What are 2 different soundtracks that feature the same song but different versions? So I'm going to go back to Hush. Hush was featured on I Know What You Did Last Summer by Kula Shaker, and the original version of Hush by Deep Purple was featured on the latest soundtrack from Quentin Tarantino for his movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, Hush. And the last question, number 10, what is a soundtrack in your collection that you could part with? Either because you just don't listen to it, or you just really never cared much for it in the first place. I'm going to go with The Sting. I got this fairly cheap at my local record store, and the only reason I bought it is because it has The Entertainer on it. But other than that, I never listened to this. I can't say that I've even seen the movie, but this is definitely one that I could part with and not have any heartburn over it. So, The Sting. All right, those are the answers to my movie soundtrack tag questions. Feel free to jump on board if you are a collector of soundtracks and scores. I would love to see everyone's responses. And that's going to do it for this video. Hope you all are doing well, and until next time, take care. Thanks.